and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the final session of what has already been a fantastic day here in Västerås in Sweden. And there's my Teddy co commentator sitting proudly on the bar, when we'll probably both be there again in about 3 hours' time. A slightly different bar, perhaps. And just to summarize very quickly what's happened earlier today, we've had fantastic competitions in the men's 59, 66, 74, and 83 kilo classes. All of them absolutely wonderful competitions. And yet, I think this one tonight is the one that I've been looking forward to most in the day, and it's the women's under 69 kilo class. Eight lifters, an absolutely top class field, and it promises to be fantastic. We asked where Priscilla Babois from France was yesterday. She is the record holder in squat, deadlift, and total, and she was not in the 63s to defend her titles, and the reason is she has moved up to the 69s. Whether she will stay there or not remains to be seen. She weighs in at 65.15. She's the lightest in the class. She competed in the 63s at the recent World Championships here in Sweden, but today she goes in the 69s. And I can tell you that in both squat and deadlift, the world record in the 63s is higher than the world record in the 69s. So Babois is likely to do some real damage to the world records. So hold on to your hats, enjoy the action. This is going to be wonderful. And Andrea Marx from Switzerland is out first with 145 kilos. And this could be potentially the best class of the whole open competition. Enjoy. And that looks good to get things started. And that's three white lights. Next up, we've got Sonia Gonçalves da Silva from Germany, 152.5 kilos. Her squat PB is 157.5. She smiles as she comes out. And that's good as well. What great lifting we had from the lighter women up to and including 63 kilos yesterday. I was looking at a highlight reel before we came on air for this, and the memories it brings back are of phenomenally good lifting. Now, Matilda Vilmar, she's 25 now. We've followed her since she was a sub junior, and she's opening at 157.5 kilos. 15 kilos below her personal best. 69 kilos is a new class, of course, from the last championships 2 years ago. The 72s is no more, replaced by the 69 and the 76 kilo class. And next we have Rafaela Jungmann from Austria, 160 kilos on the bar. Brought it up strongly. And 3 white lights. Now Susanna Argyle from Great Britain. And there is 165 kilos on the bar. Her PB is 182, not 182.5, but 182. She is the British record holder in the under 69 kilo class. Gets the start command and gets her competition underway with a nice solid squad that gets 3 white lights. Pauline Lebras from France up next. 165 kilos on the bar. PB is 175. She's opening 10 kilos below. What a strong team. The French are brought along to this year's championships, both juniors and open. Oh, that looks very, very strong. 3 white lights. Now Ivana Horna, Slovakia. Second last out. 167.5 on the bar. Ivana competed in the World Equipped in Stavanger in November, so she's had a very quick turnaround between major championships. And this is 167.5. I have her PB down as 160. So this will be a personal best with her opener. And that is a good lift for Horna. Coached by her father. And now we have Priscilla Bravois. The great, I think I'm reasonably entitled to say Priscilla Bravois. As you can see, her squat PB is 205.5 kilos. The open record here is 192. It's lower than her record in the lower weight class. She's opening on 190. Let's get an easy one on the board, she says, before we go heavy. And of course the 190 will blow the rest of the field away as far as squats are concerned. What can you say? Well, she got told in depth by that. She looks shocked. Let's look at it again. Now I would have said that was her normal squat and that was just in. But today it's not good enough. And she must go again, but will she go with the same amount? Or will she take it higher? Already we are into the second round. And you can see that Horner leads from Lebras and Argyle, with Bravois yet to register a lift. And Andrea Marks is going 152.5, 5 kilos below her personal best. And that's 3 white lights. Now Sonia Gonçalves da Silva from Germany. 160 kilos on the bar for her, as we see Marks. replay, and this will be a personal best for Gonçalves de Silva, and 2.5 kilos. She's made a 7.5 kilo jump from first to second. Oh, that's a good battle. Yeah, good lift and a new personal best. And between lifts, as we see a replay, I can tell you that Babwal has put 195 on the bar for her second round attempt. She's gone up slightly, but possibly not as much as she intended to do, and that will be a world open squat record, and still miles off her own personal best. Now, this is Jungmann from Austria, Rafaela Jungmann, 167.5 on the bar, a 7.5 kilo personal best if she gets it. And we'll wait for that one. And it is 3 white lights, and she is quite delighted. Now, Matilda Vilmar, 167.5 kilos on the bar for the Swedish lifter. Oh, that looks good. 3 white lights, and she's within 5 kilos of her personal best. And next up is the second French lifter, Pauline Debras, and she will take 172.5 within 2.5 kilos of her personal best. She takes the bar off with a scream, gets her feet set, waits for the squat command, and she's having to replace the bar. I'm not sure what was wrong. I can only think perhaps the knees weren't locked, and see the clock, and she gets the command with about 1.5 seconds to go, and no, she can't do it. She couldn't retake her routine, get into the mental bubble that you need to do at this level. And sadly, it's a no lift. Now, Ivana Horna, second attempt, 175 kilos. Another personal best attempt. She really had to work for her first one, but it was good. She just could have worked that a little bit harder. And it's coming. Oh, yes. Great lift from Horna. And next up, we'll have the British lifter, Susanna Argyle. She's going 177.5, within 4.5 kilos of her British record PB. And this will take the lead. I was going to say at the end of the second round, but of course there is one more lifter to come that will change all that. If she gets a lift in. Oh, that's a great lift from Argyle. Should be good. Three white lights. And now the drama, the expectation builds as Priscilla Badwal prepares for her second attempt. It's 195. It's for a world record, but it's 10 kilos below her personal best. And she looked shocked to get a 2-1 no lift. She just needs to find a fraction more. Say when you get to this level, you more or less repeat the lift every time. You know what's just deep enough and you just keep on doing it. But today she needs to go an inch lower. And we wait for the referees because I thought the first one was good. And it is good, but it is only 2-1. And Babwal takes the lead, sets the new world record in the 69 kilo class, and blows the rest of the field away. And there is one round left. And at the end of the second round, Babwal country mile clear as we expected. Argyle leading Horner, which she will be delighted by, and another 7.5 kilos further back is Youngman. I would suspect the medals will be awarded to the first three at present. Let's see what happens as we go into the third round, and it's Andrea Marks. A reminder that at the end of this, we'll have a 20-minute break. For those of you used to larger flights and back to back, it'll come as a little bit of a shock to have a break so soon, but that is the traditional powerlifting way. And sometimes in a flight like this, you would have 20 entries, and you might have an A and a B flight lifting back to back. But today, we've got a high quality field of 8 entrants. And I think that was Andrea Mark who just lifted, was it? Yes, we've got the German lifter Sonia Gonçalves de Silva up next, and with 165 kilos on the bar. Just a little bit of confusion. It's the end of day 8 of 10 days of intense competition. And the bar is ready for Gonçalves de Silva. This for another personal best. To add another 5 kilos. And still only good enough for second. Amazing standard. Oh, that's a great fight. She smiles at the top, and it's 3 white lights, and there is absolute delight. And she raises her hands in triumph and runs into the arms of the coach. And Pauline Debras from France, she missed 172.5. And she has upped the bar by 2.5 kilos. 175. She knows what she has to do. This will equal her personal best and put her from seventh into fourth, and in the process push the German lifter back down into seventh place, in spite of her two PBs. Oh, she gets it up this time, and the look on her face. She gets three white lights, and I think she thought she was gone, and she just managed to fight through. And just look at the joy. I hope we can stay with this until after she stood up, and just look at the disbelief and the joy on her face. Look at that as she manages to fight through that sticking point. What a great lift. What a great moment. Now, Rafaela Jungmann from Austria, 175 for the next two lifters. This for a 15 kilo PB. And that came up really strong, but it didn't go down far enough. Not far away. It wasn't high, but it was just very slightly high. Now, Matilda Vilmar, she's been competing all these years, and this is the most she will ever have lifted, 175 kilos, and it is only good enough for fifth place. I told you we had a high quality competition today. And she gets it. And she is delighted with that as well. Wow, she says, and throws her hands in the air, and three more lifts. And they will all be, well, the next two will be personal bests. And then Babwal will attempt to equal her personal best and her record at the lighter body weight. This is Horna, 180 kilos to move from bronze to silver medal position with a weight she has never squatted before. Oh, good depth, and what a great fight! And she brings it back up. And three white lights for Horna. And the gauntlet is thrown down to Susanna Argyle, Great Britain, who will come back with 185. This for a personal best, this for a new British record, and this to retake the silver medal in such a high quality field. Oh, she's working it. What a fantastic lift by Argyle. We'll wait for the referees. It's three white lights. A new PB, a new British record, and a silver medal in squat in a field of this quality. And now Priscilla Babwal, another world record attempt. Her world record in the 63s is 205. So she is going 205.5 to do the decent thing and make the record in the 69s higher than the record in the 63s. And she stalks the bar, and the platform crew applaud, and everyone in the venue applauds and shouts support. This, by half a kilo, the most she has ever squatted in competition. for another world record. And we wait for the referees after the first one. I don't know what to think anymore. And it's a good lift. It's 3 white lights. And she jumps into the arms of the coach. And Bab Wow has done what she came to do. Yeah, that looks good from the side. She's done what she came to do. She wanted to do more than she'd ever done before. She wanted to get the 69 record higher than the 63. She has done it all in spite of missing her opener. And just to summarize, before we go to a break, Priscilla Babwal, France, with a new world record. She absolutely smashed the world record. It was 192 when we started less than half an hour ago. Now it's 205.5. Fantastic silver medal for Susanna Argyle from Great Britain, and the bronze to Ivana Horna from Slovakia, 5 kilos further back in third place. Just off the podium by 5 kilos were Lebras and Vilma, with young man Gonzalez de Salva and Marks also lifting well. As I said at the start, there are only 8 lifters in the field, but it's such a high quality field. And as the clock ticks down below 18 minutes, we'll go to a break. Please join us again in 18 minutes' time, and we will bring you the bench press. and welcome back to the Open Women Under 69 Kilo Bench Press here at the 2021 European Classic Powerlifting Championships coming from you to you from Vasteras in Sweden. If you've been with us earlier, you will have seen a fantastic squat competition, full of drama as well, where the favourite Priscilla Babwal opened on 190, got turned down 2-1, put it up to 195 for a new world record, got it, but only 2-1, and then put the bar to 205.5 kilos to make the 69 record better than her own record in the 63s. And she did just that. And as you see on the screen, she finished with 205.5 kilos, new world record, squad gold medal. Fantastic silver for Susanna Argyle from Great Britain and Ivana Horner from Slovakia taking the bronze, and we are ready to go on the bench press. And this is Pauline Lebras from France. Two lifters opening on 82.5. Lebras first by lots. And that was comfortable, 7.5 kilos below her personal best, but she has two lifts to go. And the same weight will be on the bar as we see a replay for Sonia Gonçalves da Silva from Germany. Now, did she beat the command there? That was so quick. I think she did. Yes, she did. She did not wait for the press command.
87.5 kg
Either she didn't
Andrea
wait or
Marks.
she anticipated it. Either way, she went too early. Now, Andrea Marks from Switzerland, 87.5 kilos on the bar for her. Oh, she's having to work, and she gets it to the top, and freeze white lights.
92.5 kg on the bar. Andrea Luna, Australia. Powerlift 1 minute women.
Now, next out, we have Rafaela Jungmann from Austria, Austrian national record holder with 95.5 on the bar, 92.5. Again, very close group. Anyone that makes a 5 kilo jump could make progress. Anyone that misses a 2.5 kilo jump could fall back. Oh, that's a great opener.
That's a great finish.
And next up with 95 kilos is Susanna Argyle from Great Britain.
Great finish.
Her personal best is 100, and there she is waiting. She's very calm, very confident. Takes it off herself.
Start. Press. Right.
Oh, that's very comfortable. And three white lights. Now Matilda Vilmar, Sweden, 97.5 kilos. Classic PB 102.5. Of course, we've seen her do an awful lot more than that in a bench shirt, but this is classic.
Start. Press. Right.
That looks good. And she raises her hand, three white lights. And now the final two lifters in the first round, both taking 100 kilos. And remember, Babwal is the lightest lifter in the group. She's only a couple of kilos over the 63 kilo limit. Hornet's PB is 107.5. And just for reference, the European Open record is 115.5
Start.
kilos.
Press. Right.
Oh, it's a great opener from Horna. Three white lights. She smiles and thanks everyone as she leaves the platform. And now Priscilla Babois. Her PB, as you can see, is 112.5 kilos. This is 100. Final lift of the first round, and this to take the lead in the bench press. And she's another lifter who takes it out herself.
Start. Press. Right.
Easy. Easy as pie. And three white lights, and that is the end of first round. And if we see the scores, Babwal leads Horna on bodyweight, both doing 100. Vilmar is in bronze medal position, 97.5. Argyle, 2.5 kilos behind with 95. And Youngman, just another 2.5 kilos behind her. Gonçalves da Silva still to register a lift because she beat the command with her opener, and she will be first out. She's put 2.5 kilos more on the bar. She felt 82 and a half. Sometimes weights feel heavy, sometimes they feel light. Obviously, it felt light, so she's taking a 2.5 increase. And if there's one thing you want to bet your house on, it's that she will wait for the command to press this time.
Start. Press.
And there we go, that should be good. And she is on the board, three white lights. Now Pauline Lebrac, 87.5 kilos will be on the bar for her. 5 kilo jump from her opener and 2.5 kilos short of her personal best. Representing France. Oh, what a great battle. I think she's got it. Three white lights. And the weight is up to 90 kilos for the lifter from Switzerland, Andrea Marks. What a great battle that was. And this is Marks, PB 95, on the bar 90 kilos. Just a 2.5 kilo jump from her opener.
Start. Press. Hinderen brengen. Yes.
That's good. Yeah, she probably felt after her opener there was another 5 kilos there at most. So taking 2.5 kilo jumps makes sure you don't throw away 2.5 kilos by going too heavy too soon. Now Rafaela Jungmann from Austria, 97.5 kilos. This will be a new personal best. This will be a new Austrian national record.
Start. Press. Press.
And that looks a really good lift again.
66.
Three white lights. She is in the form of her life today. Now, Susanna Argyle, 100 kilos on the bar, 5 kilo jump. This will equal her personal best. She looks totally calm, relaxed, at home in the surroundings. That's what you've got to do. Get a bit of adrenaline for the event, but otherwise, just do what you always do at home.
Press.
And that's a great lift from Argyle. She equals her personal best with some ease, but still only good enough for third because the other two lifters that did 100 in the first round are lighter than her. But she's in a very good place. Now Matilda Vilmar, this will take her from fifth to first place with a 5 kilo jump. And it just echoes what I was saying at the start of the round. Some lifters will make five and jump. Some lifters may miss 2.5 and fall back. It's so close. So this to take the lead in bench press.
Press.
And she does, and she equals her classic personal best in the process. Three white lights for Vilma. She is delighted with that. And now we have Horna, and she's opted to take 105 kilos. And this will put her into the lead.
Start. Press.
You can see the battle on her face, and that's good. She's given that everything she can. That's a great lift. Three white lights. And one more, and it's Bavois at 107.5. And it's to take the lead and push Horner down to second, push Vilmar down to third. the 100 looked smooth and comfortable, where 107.05 rather look much different.
Start. Press.
No, another great bench press. And I wonder will she be tempted by the European record? If she wanted it, she'd have to go to 116. Only she can decide. But that certainly looked smooth and powerful with more in the tank. And at the end of the second round, we can see that Priscilla Baboil from France leads with 107.5. Horna from Slovakia second, 105. Vilmar from Sweden in bronze medal position, 102.5. And Argyle just behind at 100, but remember heavier than Vilmar, which may come into the equation. Indeed, it has. It's forced Argyle to go to 105 in search of a medal, but this is Lebras,
Start. Press.
and no. And apart from the lifter that beat the command in the first round, that is the first no lift of the whole under 69 women's competition. Such is the quality of the lifting and the quality of the coaching to pick the right amounts. And this is the lifter who beat the command, Sonia Gonsalves da Silva from Germany, and she missed 82 and a half, then took 85, and now this is 90 kilos on the bar, and this will equal her personal best. And she smiles most of the time anyway. So I think if she makes this, you'll see an extra big smile.
Start. Press.
Oh, you can see her pushing, and no, it's just too much. And that's a no lift. And everyone else in the competition is over 100 kilos in the third round. Everyone's pushing everyone else, and Baboil wasn't tempted by the European Open record, more tempted by getting kilos on the board and a possibility of breaking the world total record later in the evening as a result. But this is Andrea Marks, 92.5 kilos. Just 2.5 kilos below her personal best.
Start. Press.
And she's working it, but no, it's stalled. And that is a no lift. And now Rafaela Jungmann from Austria, 102.5 kilos on the bar. This would move her into third position, but there are two lifters to follow, either of whom could push her out of the bench press medals. But this is a huge personal best. Her PB was 95.5. For another PB and for another Austrian national record, this is 102.5. Rafaela Jungmann having a great day, and she's driving it, and I think that's good. And yes, two white lights. Look at the joy. And let's see what the yellow was for. Is it for the butt coming off the bench? Is it something else? Yeah, it was only very slight, very marginal, but yeah, it definitely came up. And now Susanna Argyle. This to move into silver medal position. But again, Vilmar and Horna could both succeed and push her out of the medals. On the other hand, they could both miss, and this lift would be good enough for silver. It's so close.
Start. Press.
Oh, it's a great lift. A 5 kilo personal best from Argyle, and she must now sit and wait. And if both Vilmar and Horner get their lifts, she is out of the bench medals. If either or both of them miss, she will take a medal home from the bench to go with her silver from the squat. So Matilda Vilmar from Sweden. Actually, this is only good enough for fourth place on body weight. My apologies.
Start. Press. Yeah, no problem. Press.
And that is good. But if you're watching on Great Britain, my apologies for misleading you. Argyle will get a medal on bench. Whether it is silver or bronze will depend on Ivana Horner, because Argyle is 250 grams lighter than Vilmar. Now this is Ivana Horner, 107.5. She has to equal the best bench press of her life if she wants the silver medal. Sorry, no, she has the silver medal. My apologies. On body weight.
Press. Right.
And that is a no, but just to confirm, she gets silver. Apologies for that. And now Priscilla Babois from France, 112.5 kilos on the bar. She is the gold medalist in bench to go with the gold medal in squat. And this will equal her personal best on the bench press. After this, we go to a 20-minute break, and then we will come back on the deadlift.
Start. Press.
And that is a great lift from Babois. She smiles before the lights even come up. They are all white, and she is delighted with that. And whatever she is planning to get from today, she is clearly on target to do it. What a fascinating competition we've got. And just to confirm the bench press, the gold medal to Babois, 112.5 kilos. And my apologies for misleading you on body weight. There were three lifters, all on 105. Horna, the lightest, taking the silver. Then Argyle taking the bronze, and slightly heavier Matilda Vilmar, same as the silver medalist, but out of the medals, and only 2.5 kilos further back from that. A great lift by Rafaela Jungmann, breaking her own PB and the Austrian national record in the process. And as far as subtotals is concerned, I can tell you that Babois is at 318, Argyle is at 290, Horna is at 285, and Vilmar is at 280, with Youngman just behind them at 262.5 kilos. It is all building up to be a fascinating and wonderful climax in the deadlifts. Please join us again in about 18 minutes' time to see the conclusion of this fantastic final session on day 8 of these championships. and welcome back to the Open Women's Under 69 Kilo Class competition as it reaches a conclusion in the deadlifts. We've got just under 50 seconds to go. Let me throw a few Babwal related facts at you. Her deadlift record in the 63s is 230.5. The deadlift record in the 69s is 222.5. She's opening 215. If she makes 215, she will make a total of 533. The current world record total in the 69s is 524.5. The total she will probably want to beat is her world record of 548 in the 63s. Is that enough facts to squeeze into a few seconds to give you some flavor of what may be about to happen in the next 30 minutes? First out is Matilda Vilma, 157.5. The words "first out Matilda Vilma" should tell you everything you need to know about the quality of this competition. Vilma is a fantastic powerlifter, three white lights, and she is first out. Next, we've got Pauline Lebras from France, 172.5 kilos. And like I always do, let's just let the first round take its course and we can see how things unfold. I think we know who the European champion is going to be if she gets a deadlift in. For her, it's about the magnificence of the performance. For everyone else, it's battling for places and medals. That looks good. Three white lights. And next we have Andrea Marx from Switzerland, 175 kilos. 15 kilos short of her personal best. And she's had a really good day so far. Looks good. And three white lines. And Sonia Gonçalves da Silva, Germany, 177.5 kilos. And with each lift, tension builds that little bit more. A PB 190.5. She has the German national record. Oh, that's strong. And the bar goes up to 180 kilos for Rafaela Jungmann from Austria. And that's a good lift too. She's having a great day. And talking of people having a great day, Susanna Argyle, Great Britain, already a medal in squat and a medal in bench press. And she's coming out with 182.5 kilos, 10 kilos below her personal best to open her account in deadlift. Oh, that's a good lift. 3 white lights. 2 lifts to go. And this could be the lift that pulls Horner clear of the British lifter. Because whereas Argyle opened on 182.5, Horner is opening on 210. 27.5 kilos more. And that's a great lift from Horner, and that could just have earned her the silver medal. There is a way to go yet, and now we have Babwal, and this will be for a world total record. It says European total record. Yeah, that's right. My apologies. It's a European record, not a world record. It's the European records page that I checked before the session. So for a European Open, well, it's been called as a world record as well. It will give a 5.33. And it's certainly a European record. I don't think it's a world record. I have the world record as 5.36. And that puts her to 5.33. But it's just a matter of time, because she was nowhere near her limit, was she? And the other good news from the first round, everyone makes a total. Everyone is a good lift. And we can see Babwal leads with 215 kilos. Horna, 210. Then a big gap. Argyle is the best of the rest at 182.5. Youngman and Gonçalves da Silva and Marks and Lebras potentially will all contend for the bronze medal in deadlift. But I think the top 2 are gone. And this is Matilda Vilma, 167.5 kilos. And only in 5th place out of 8. And that will not change to this. And that is not to say anything against Vilma. She is a fantastic lifter. It's just to emphasize the quality of this field here today. Particularly if you're watching this and you're not inured in the land of powerlifting, it might be difficult to take in just what high quality lifting we are seeing, we have been treated to tonight. This is Pauline Lebras from France, 185 kilos. And I can tell you with her opening deadlift, Babwal has gone to the top of the best scoring points, and she has 2 lifts remaining. And that looks good. And she looked as if she could have held it all day if she needed to. And 3 white lights. Yes, the top 4 lifters in the women's best points are all currently from France: Babwal, Chapon, Alabert, and Rico. And this is Marks, 185, just 5 kilos short of her personal best. Oh, great fight, brought it all the way up. Good lift. Every lift so far good. And next up, Rafaela Youngman from Austria, 187.5 kilos for a 5 kilo personal best. She was 2.5 kilos below her personal best with her opener. She jumped 7.5 kilos in the second round. This will give her 457.5. She's already got a total PB. This is to push it up even further. If she gets this, she'll have totaled 17.5 kilos more than she's ever done before, and she's still got another lift. And that looks good. Three white lights, and she is having a great day. Now, Sonia Gonçalves da Silva from Germany, 187.5 kilos for her, still 7.5 kilos below her personal best. Could still figure in the battle for bronze. Sorry, her PB is 190.5. It's 3 kilos below her personal best. And up it comes, and she locks it out. And three white lights, and this fabulous lifting continues. Next, Susanna Argyle, Great Britain, 192.5. This will equal her personal best. This will take her from 7th to 3rd in deadlift. She is 3rd in total. This would push her up to 482.5. Now that looks good. And she has got one hand on the silver, on the bronze medal overall. That has really improved her chances of finishing on the podium in a completely high quality competition. And two to go, Ivana Horner, 220 kilos. Only 2.5 kilos off the European Open record. And it's 12.5 kilos more than she has ever lifted before. It's coming. Oh, wow. What a lift from Ivana Horna. And she is over the moon with that. And there is one more lift in the second round, and it's Priscilla Babwal, 225 kilos on the bar. This is a new European deadlift record and a new world total record. This will give her 543, still 5 kilos less than her record in the 63s. Oh, we're just seeing phenomenal lifting tonight. So, just to summarize, European deadlift record, world total record, and she still has a lift to go after this. She composes herself, gets herself where she needs to go mentally, and she pulls, and she makes it look easy. And three white lights, and what a demonstration of powerlifting we are seeing this evening from Priscilla Babwal. And just to confirm that, she is at 543. It's a new world record. Ivana Horner 505, and then Susanna Argyle 482.5, and I think Argyle is safe in third place. Youngman in fourth, Lebras in fifth, Vilmar sixth,
Five, 1 minute,
and there is
Anila,
one more round to go. And my
Anila,
overriding emotion is I wish this could go on longer. It's over all too soon. So Vilmar 175 kilos. It will put her to fifth overall for now. And it is just going nowhere. She smiles. She knows what she's been up against tonight.
190
And the bar goes up to 190. And it's Andrea Marks. And I can tell you that Gonçalves de Silva will not take a third lift. I was wondering why we were one lifter short. There are 6 lifts remaining. And next up, as I said, Andrea Marks of Switzerland, 190 kilos. She's had a fantastic day. She's be within 2.5 kilos of her lifetime best. And she makes this lift, and she's fighting, and she's fighting, and she's fighting. What a fantastic battle, and she earns 3 white lights. And with that fantastic performance, she is eighth. And I say that not to belittle Marks, but just to emphasize once again what a fantastic competition we are seeing this evening. What a show the under 69 women are putting on. And the bar goes up to 192.5 for the next 2 lifters. And while that X has been removed from Gonçalves da Silva's name, that was obviously a mistake. And she will come out after Lebras. Another personal best. It's moving, it's moving, and she's fighting, and she's fighting, and she simply cannot finish it. What a brave attempt. And next, Rafaela Jungmann from Austria. 192.5 kilos on the bar. She's already got a big PB total with the 457.5 she's sitting at. This will take her to 462.5. It was 440 when the competition started, almost 2 hours ago. Fabulous from Youngman. Great performance. 3 white lights, and she knows what she's achieved, and that is fantastic. Now, Sonia Gonçalves da Silva, 192.5 for her as well. This will move her from sixth to third in deadlift. Her PB is 190.5. That is the German national record. This lift would push up her PB and that record by 2 kilos to 192.5. One more effort. A chance of a bronze medal in a totally stacked competition. Oh, wow, and she has locked it out. There must be something in the air tonight here in Vasteras. That is wonderful. It's a new PB, it's a new German national record. She moves into bronze medal position. But can she keep that medal? Because if Susanna Argyle from Great Britain can get 195 and a new personal best for her, she will take the medal and push the German down into fourth place. And there you can see how things lie with three lifts remaining. Argyle with a lift of 195 kilos. She is safe and third on the podium. This to go from fifth to third in the deadlift. And whatever is in the air, they are all breathing it in because that is fabulous from Susanna Argyle. No, she doesn't get it. She gets yellows and a blue. Let's look at that again. Perhaps not. Oh, I thought she had it. I really thought she had it. But she is safe in third place overall. This is the silver medalist in both deadlift and total. She's going for 225 kilos. This would have been a European record attempt had Babwal not got the same weight in the previous round. And it is just not moving. And Babwal will take 230 kilos. This will give her 548 kilos. The record in the 63s, which is her record, is 548 kilos. Once again, it's a European deadlift record and a world total record. And what an amazing display of powerlifting Priscilla Babwal has put on tonight. My only regret is that this is the last lift and we could not have another round. And she stops the bar. She's already the European record holder in deadlift. She's already the world record holder in total. This is to push up both records and finish a fabulous competition in style. One more time, 230 kilos. And it's gone. What a fantastic performance. 3 white lights and one of the most wonderful displays of powerlifting you will ever see in your life. It's been a privilege to commentate on it, and it must have been fantastic for everyone around the world watching this, because this coverage is not just limited to Europe. People all over the world watch what's going on in Europe, and just to confirm the results. Deadlift first. Babwal, European record 230, is the gold medalist. Horna, a huge PB, 220, takes the silver. A fantastic pull by Gonçalves da Silva from Germany takes the bronze on bodyweight from Youngman and Argyle, all three of whom finished on 192.5. Only 2.5 kilos ahead of Mark's. What a top quality competition from the first squat right through to the final deadlift. And in the totals, Bob Wild is the European champion with a world record 548 kilos, matching her world record in the 63s. Horna is the silver medalist, 505 kilos. Fabulous performance from her. And also a fabulous performance for Susanna Argyle from Great Britain, 482.5. She takes the bronze, 20 kilos back to Youngman. And then we have Lebras, Vilmar, Gonzalez de Silva, and Marks. Every single one deserves a mention. What a fantastic, wonderful performance they have put on tonight. I said before the start, I was looking forward to this possibly as much as anything in the entire week. I wasn't disappointed. I hope you haven't been as well either, rather. Please stay with us for the victory ceremony, and let me just give you a nod to what's happening tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. We have the women's 76 kilos, 13 lifters, one big flight. And then 1400 hours, the men's 93 and 105 classes go back to back. We have 10 lifters in the 93s, 13 lifters in the 105s. And of course, the competition will finish on Sunday with the women's under and over 84s and the men's under and over 120s. And with that, I have no more words. I will leave you until tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Please stay with us for the medal ceremony. But from a Martin Flett in the commentary box that is totally out of words after the magnificence he has seen, I will bid you good night.
Federation's president, Mr. Arnold Holmström from Norway, together with Federation's chief of Life from the ceremony opens total 69 stage class games for bronze medal goes to Slovakia, Ivana Horna, 180. Silver medal goes to Great Britain, Susanna, RSUV, 185. And the gold goes to France and Brazil, Wow, 205. Thank you. Benches, bronze goes to Greg, Susanna, Julie, 105. Silver medal goes to Slovakia, Ivana Horna, 105. I did double. And the gold medal goes to bronze and Priscilla, 125. Thank you. Deadlift, bronze medal goes to Germany and Sonia. Silver medal goes to Slovakia, Ivana Horna, 220. And the gold medal goes to bronze, Priscilla, Ivana, 230 kg. Thank you. And the total. Bronze medal to Gregory, Susanna, Julie, 482.5. Silver medal goes to Slovakia, Ivana Horna, 505. And the European champion, the women's moving 69 kgs, from France, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and represent the world of France.
As always, this is quick. Sponsored by White & Cannot Scotch Whisky.
Now there's a wing rock that gets to investigate the inner structure of the carbon. In this case, it's really good news. Now, sometimes when you have an impact, it's the inner part